Hi YouTube. Right, okay, I'm going live on Facebook and Instagram for some free readings. Yeah, put your comments below. I can't even speak properly. You're always the first platform that come on when I'm going live. But put your comments below and I will pop out a few readings for yourselves as well. Remember, and subscribe. You'll get a notification every time we go live. Let's get into Insta. I hope these are all having a fabulous Thursday. I finish up tonight and I cannot wait. Let's see. Right, okay, let's do this. We have to put 5 people on. Thank you for your wee thumbs up as well. I hope you're all well. I need to remember I'm looking through here to you guys in YouTube. It's because the screen is to the right of me. It'll maybe be the left on your side. Right, are we all ready? Thank you for joining. Let's just get this right. Here we go. Hi Facebook. Hi Insta. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all well. Oh, hi Kellyanne, Melissa and Nada. Thank you so much for joining on YouTube. These are fabulous. Please check me out over on YouTube as well. Christy's Readings. Subscribe. Oh, you're joining now. Thank you. How are we all? I've got some time in between readings, so I thought I'd pop on and see you all, give out the daily cards, check in with you all. Hello, it's Thursday. One more day to Friday. I finish up tonight after the session. So I will be live tonight with Kanzo at 8 PM on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. Dual live and with Kanzo on Instagram for the sesh. It is Thursday. We missed it last week just down to, again, logistics, timescales. Oh, Nathan, I'm sending you a big hug. I hope you're feeling better soon. Hi, Gemma. Oh, thank you everybody for joining. What's happening? Right, okay. So first things first, YouTube, usually like this as well. It'll give you a little bit of homework to do. Has anyone watched Trial by Fire yet? All right, I watched it last night. Watched the full film, was totally convinced that that's such a miscarriage of justice and execution and all these different things. But I did watch it thinking, this doesn't all add up. So it turns out I have shared a video this morning from YouTube, from Stacey. Now, her name's not Willingham, but the girls were called Willingham, where she's done a video basically saying and showing the evidence of the letters where he did admit it. So if you have watched the film and you're a bit like myself and you need to dive deeper, there's something for you to do. Hi, Teresa. You're very welcome. I read for Teresa yesterday. Right, YouTube, where are we at? Hi, Evelyn. Hi, MS. I'm buzzing. I've caught this. Oh, brilliant. Right, okay, let's start with you. Let's give you a wee quick card then. Bold, unleash your adventure side, take a risk and be daring. This is a great card, all right. This card would suggest that you're making big decisions at the moment, but you're becoming a wee bit braver with them, a wee bit bolder with them. Trust it, trust the process. There's 2 men in spirit rounds about you as well. They are rooting for you and they do tell me somebody's radiator's leaking. Oh, lovely. Oh, some people try to think positive. Right, shake it off. Come on, spike the shite. Have we got the Dysons on? Have we got the washing machine on? I don't have the washing machine on yet. I meant to put a washing on before I go on this live. If you are feeling down, there is light at the end of the tunnel. But I think what thing I will be coming on to on the page is coping mechanisms to get ourselves back into the real world. I think we are all expecting, we'll just sway back into normality and it'll be great. And that is not the case at all. All right, I can imagine 90% of society have changed because of this as well. Swipe the shite. 100%. If you don't, nobody else will. And again, when you're thinking positive, you need to feed into positivity. You need to keep ploughing that energy. That's where fake it till you make it comes from. And you'll find that if you're using that technique and then it doesn't work in your favour and you throw the towel in and say that's a lot of crap, that's really on you. It's not on the process. It's on the fact that you're breaking the cycle, not ploughing the same energy into it. So be aware. Same way a bad mood. If you have a bad mood, you're ploughing constant energy into that where you're attracting more things in. So just be aware of that. Thank you for joining to all the new people. If you like the page, follow the page, subscribe to the page. You'll get a notification when we go live. Right, I'm going to do the cards first, all right, so that everyone gets something out of this. Oh, Kellyanne, brilliant. Right, you could work that out. Right, fab. Thank you so much. Right, okay, we're going to go for the blue and yellow because I think you enjoyed that the other day. So anyone who's picking yellow, pick your card now. I'm going to shuffle, all right? So if you're thinking you're on the yellow cards, then just clear your mind a little bit. All right, this will help your energy today as well. But again, I'll say this before I bring the cards out. Trust the process of the cards, even if you can't relate straight away, which I think you will. But if you can't, and it's not what you want to hear, trust that Spirit try to guide you. So we're going to go for card 1, card 2, card 3. I get everyone picking the yellow cards, feeling a bit of a stuck situation, all right? With the blue cards, I feel it's people more looking for validation. All right, so if you're going about to pick these blue cards, I'm picking 1, 2, and 3 now. Clear your minds and trust the process. All right, let's see. Card 1, card 2, and card 3. Right, okay, so we'll start with the yellow. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Card 1, card 2, card 3. So I want you to put in the comments yellow card 1 or blue card 1 or so on and so on. Right, let's see. And I'll cheer all yous up while we're waiting, right? Thanks, YouTube, everybody, for joining. I'm loving YouTube this weather. There's some stuff over there. I'm going to do another crime story. I was thinking of doing the, I don't even know what to call it, the trial by fire, because, again, it's 3 young kids that are involved in that. But he's have been pushing me to do the American murder. So I might have a look at that. I'm working on a few cases behind the scenes at the moment, but as you know, I don't like to put any cases out to. I am fully in the loop with it, and I feel that I know what I'm talking about, and I do have an opinion myself at that point. Louisa Rourke, happy birthday. I'm going to give you a quick card. In fact, I will give you a card, right? But again, it might be one of the ones that are in the ones that I've just picked out. The old must be released so that new can enter. This is all about just letting go. Again, if you're struggling to let go of something, always know this. The more you hold on to something, the more that you try and push energy into it. It's 9 times out of 10 you're blocking it, so just be careful with that. So again, card 1, card 2, card 3. Card 1. Oh, these are upside down. I'm scared to show you them. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Gosh, John Paul, I'm so sorry to hear that. John Paul, come on. And those thoughts, it's good for you being honest on this live and telling me you felt suicidal yesterday. Please know everything's temporary. All right, even when you feel like you're stuck, you're really not stuck. It's all to do with the mind. It's all to do with the power of the mind. If I can advise anyone who's in a bad situation today where they just feel they haven't got it in them, please know this, first things first. It's okay to feel like that. It's okay to get overwhelmed with emotion or just feel really stuck where you just can't see the wood for the trees. All right, it's all part of our living, our being. But what we need to do is rise above it. Now, I know it sounds very, very flippant, but the best way to do that is take yourself to a peaceful place. Do something that makes you happy, whether it's in your head or whether it's physical. The point is, we fight to live every day. We don't talk about it enough, but especially around men's mental health. Roman Kemp said it the best way, the silent emergency. John Paul, know by what you've wrote today, you're going to help somebody else. And that should give you a little bit of liberation. When I tune into you, you're doing better than you think you are. You're just being very, very hard on yourself. And to anybody else out there that's been hard on herself, see for the day, guys, chuck it in the fuck it bucket. All right? It doesn't matter if it matters tomorrow or it doesn't matter in 5 years. Forget all that. See, just for today, let it all go. And if you're sitting there saying, how the fuck do I let it go, Christy? Send love. Let it go. Every time you think about it, snap your fingers. It's not necessarily the energy you're ploughing into the same situation that you believe, but it can be habit that you're ploughing the same energy into the same situation. Put it this way, if there's something in your life that dominates your life and that's everything revolves around that and it's a situation, it's maybe been a bad situation, you're not living your life, right? Bad situations aren't there to define us, they're there to give us lessons. And if we don't learn the lessons, it keeps coming in the cycle, round and round again until we do. John Paul, in your case, you've got a lot of spirit round about you. And I do believe yesterday was just a day that you stopped pedalling that bike. But your legs are strong today. Don't forget it. And just know this page has got your back. You're always on this page. So please know we are always here for you. And again, anybody else in that situation, pop your comments on just now. Help each other, guys. And it's not just about speak out, speak out, speak out. Of course it is. But let's speak out and feel comfortable about it. Let's speak out and make it normal, because the problem is just now there's far too many judgmental people out there. I read an article this morning, and it was for Pete Doherty, and he's put on a bit of weight in the last, and now there was a photo and it compared 15 years ago to now. So Sun newspaper, you basically fed into the media of him when he was into drugs and his life was absolutely going deplorable. But now you're focusing on his well-being, his appearance, and we wonder why we've got a high suicide rate. How do you think it felt for that man to open the paper and see those two different photos, when I can tell you psychically, I bet that man's happier in himself now than he was then. But again, the Sun newspaper, not just the Sun, but all media, desensitizes to the fact that, oh yes, speak out, but see if you speak out, oh, you'll be criticised. We're going to judge the hell out of you. That's what everybody should be doing. All right, 2 fingers up when you've had enough and say enough's enough. I'm taking control of my mind. I'm taking control of my life. You can be who you want to be. You can be small, medium, large, extra large, whatever makes you fucking happy and healthy. And that's what we need to start remembering. So see if you're sitting the day and you're feeling crap in yourself because you think people are better people than you, better looking than you, the world doesn't need you, you're just a burden to the world. That's the devil speaking to you. That's the shite in your head. That's not real. And that's why we have such a loophole with suicide. And I'm just going to give it. We say, why is men's mental health different from women's? A lot is already say, well, women speak more. We express our feelings. We get called psychos. But guess what? We have to do that so that we don't go into that stage of falling where we don't speak out. And before we know it, we believe the shit in our head. So again, men, I know women don't always do it right. But from this point on, just be more like a woman. Speak out a wee bit more. And another thing, if you are a man, and you're sitting there with all your friendship circles saying, oh, my friendship circle's fine. We're all doing grand. We're getting on with it. Families settled down. Send a text in the group chat. Always ask twice. Don't ask once. Are you sure everybody's all right in this chat? Do you want to talk about it? Even suggest the conversation with, I'm not feeling myself today. Is anybody else feeling that way? This is where we need to break the barrier around males. Again, we tried to do it, but luckily enough, we have Canzo on board with the sesh. We did try around men's mental health issues, known not that long ago. It kind of proved the point. People have got to want change, but men in a sense, and women, if you become self-centered in yourself and you're constantly thinking about your own feelings, it's likely you're losing logic in the real world. And again, that can be another factor into it. The other factor can be drugs. If you're taking coke, you're taking pills, whatever you're putting into your body, don't expect there not to be a reaction around your brain. You're polluting your body with something that shouldn't be there, something that's alien, but don't blame it in mental health then. It's the drugs that's bringing the mental health in. Now, does it not make you think that we're doing a lot of speaking around mental health, but should we not be doing more speaking around making ourselves more drug aware? Now, nobody wanted, when we were on doing the Thursday night with the boys, we started speaking about drugs and everything else. A lot of people didn't like that, but that's what saves lives. Us being educated on it. But again, difference of opinion, judgments, all the rest of it. It's not formalities, whether it be the police, whether it be the government that's stopping all these different changes. It's us as human beings, us in our judgmental minds, and setting an expectation. And I think coming out of lockdown, that's something, especially I'd like to think all my followers will take it on board when we're coming out of lockdown. Less judgment. Stay in your own lane. See, if your life's perfect, that's because you're staying in your own lane. You at that point, you wouldn't care what other people are doing. Whether it's Meghan and Harry or whoever, people we know, people we don't know, whether if you're concentrating a lot on other people's lives, I bet your life's an absolute fucking mess. And the reason that is because it doesn't make you a bad person, but the reason that is it's okay to admit it. Nosiness. Nosiness gets a lot of people into bother and stops their lives. Especially with women. And that's the reality. It really, really is. So again, if you're feeling shit, ask yourself the day, am I feeling shit because of me or because of somebody else? See if it's because of somebody else in the nicest possible way. 9 times out of 10, you might be the one being the mug because you're letting them into that energy. You're allowing that. This is where you need to be more shut down, more selfish in yourself, not self-centered where you're thinking all about your feelings, but more selfish in yourself, saying, that person's a bit negative. I'm not going to start an argument, but I'm going to take a step back. Now, they will sense that, but that doesn't matter. That's not your circus, not your monkey. You're protecting yourself at that point. And that is why we have so much bad mental health, because we're all sitting here waiting. And that wee angel coming in with the mental health to wave the magic wand doesn't happen. It really doesn't. And I've read for so many families in the last, I'll be honest with you, yesterday I read for 5 families out of 12 readings, and they were families that had lost suicide victims. And to anyone thinking of doing this, you might be getting rid of the pain, but you're passing it on to your loved ones, even the ones you didn't think they cared. It's not that they didn't care. It's just that you never spoke out, or people act that they're fine. People get excited before they commit suicide because they feel relieved that they're going to do it. And it's a trait that I've heard in a lot of readings. Christy was dead upbeat before it. It was the most upbeat he'd ever been. That's because he knew he was going. If you're that person and you're feeling upbeat because you're thinking the end's in your life, it's not the answer. You can still have that feeling and be on earth. It's just about fixing your mind. Don't fear it. Don't fear it. Take control. Have a bit of word with yourself to say, this is it. I'm not, like, argue with yourself. I'm not having this shite anymore. I'm going to give myself a good life. And the only person, it doesn't matter who you are, what you've came for, the only person that can do that is yourself. Does that make sense to everybody? I feel I've just been off an event there. When I get passionate behind the top of my hands, guys. Suicidal at 16, so sad. Guys, don't be scared to speak to your children about suicide. Don't be scared to let them see the articles. It can be quite saddening and distressing, because these are the things, and it goes for any human being. It's experience that makes us draws us into something or draws us out of something. Right, okay, I'm going to start with the cards. Card yellows. We're going for the yellows first. Is everybody here? It's like bingo. Yellow, hands up. Card 1 is an amazing card. Love yourself and others in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Unconditional love. All right. This card's all about your children, about yourself, how you feel about your own relationship with yourself. If you don't love yourself, you'll start attracting in the same types of feeling within your life in one way or another. If your key is in the pocket of someone else's happiness, this card is also suggesting you have to love yourself a little bit more to get out of the situation. Your next card is, the pests are professionals out there until you get the help you need. So true as well. Number 2, is you put me right off there. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving money. If you're worrying about money right now, this card is suggesting it's coming in. But again, like we said, a bit overthinking where we're lacking before we're lacking. Be aware not to do that, because you'll attract more lacking in when you are doing it. All right, your next card is love you shared is eternal regardless of the outward situation. Soulmate card. This is an amazing card. All right, see if you're mistrusting someone now and your gut's telling you run with your gut, because this card's suggesting that you're wasting time on someone that's not your soulmate, and your soulmate's waiting to come in. Around this card as well, it'll also signify, I'll just give it, people don't like hearing this though. Second chances is not your soulmate. If you have to keep going back, that's not your soulmate. That's someone that's in your life to learn your lessons. So this card would suggest if you are in a breakup situation or you keep going back and forth to someone, stop it now, because it's just a cycle. All right, okay. Can you relate for the yellows? All the yellows out there. Yellow team, give me a call. Okay, blue cards. You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before proceeding or making a decision. Confusion. All right, so if you're feeling very confused around the situation at the moment where it's becoming frustrating or you're even getting tearful and emotional, Spirit are saying the reason you're getting tearful and emotional around it is because you're trying to look for an answer that's not there yet and you're getting really, really frustrated. Trust this card is telling you the only way to come out of the confusion is take a step back and do what we said earlier in the video. Make yourself a priority today. Not what the decisions are, not what the thoughts are. Just make yourself a priority today. Your next card is, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace. I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. It is what it says in the tin, guys. It's a direct message from Spirit. It's one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. Sorry, YouTube. If you're feeling low today and you've lost someone, you're in a grieving process, this is the card to say they are there, they are listening. It's just very hard to always give signs, and it might not be the signs that you're looking for either. All right. Your last card is, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force things to happen. This is an amazing card. If you're waiting on anything around job or you're waiting on word coming back, around contracts and things like that, this is a big fat yes card. Right, let's see. You're 100% right. Folk always play at the mental health problems more than fees. You're a lesson, not a blessing. Of course they are. 1,000,000%. Richard, Mary, nobody will be DMing you for an accurate reading. I'm going to give you an accurate reading though. You're only doing that job because you're skint here in the middle of lockdown. Sorry, that was a spammer. I have had a few people being scammed by these people and they've had money taken out their banks. Guys, we do not ask for your bank details ever, 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 ever. So please be aware of that for fake accounts and things. I've been hacked twice in the last 3 days. Every time I go on a live, I come off and I seem to be hacked. But today, that's why it took me so long to come live today. If it happens today, both Instagram and Facebook accounts have been disconnected from each other at the moment. So we're running with 2 mailboxes now. It's the only way we can do it because the wee rats are coming through Insta as well. But I do have a lovely list that I received this morning of people trying to attempt to get into my account. And this might baffle you. Oh, just a wee second, guys. Hello. Yeah, yep, just a second, actually. Sorry, just 2 wee seconds.